Hey everyone, it is Habo High here, bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're actually going to be talking about the most valuable units, Extreme Z Awaken, TUR, and LR on the global version of the game so far. And the reason why I'm making this video is due to the fact it's been kind of dead a little bit, right? You know, the hype has died down since the 300 million download celebration. We got the World Tournament coming up right around the corner, but I think, you know, it's just something to really reflect on and think about. So I figured let's do a most valuable list. It's not the best units in the game. It's, in my opinion, most valuable. And I kind of talk about exactly what I mean by that. So anyway, with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided. So let's go do a quick disclaimer here. The term most valuable is my opinion and is purely subjective. There is no official tier list or most valuable listing from Akatsuki or Bandai. So what do I mean by most valuable? Alright, well, most valuable for me is when you summon for this unit and you get this unit, you can do lots of things with it. So it could be part of like the best list, but it also, in my opinion, it's the most useful unit that you can pick up in the global version of the game. And this is in a sense post 300 million download celebration. The end of September is when I'm actually recording this video. So so yes, we don't have a lot of units that JP has right now, so a lot of those might be on this list in the future. But as of right now, the most valuable, you know, you got to look at the leader skill, you got to look at the damage output, you got to look at the defensive mechanic, the support, if it's a support unit, and how many teams it can run on, and the flexibility of all that. That's so important to what I consider the most valuable, and not necessarily the best, right? So a totally different way of thinking when it comes to this kind of listing. So hopefully you guys would agree. If you guys disagree with how I rank these units, then feel free to comment below, and I'm sure I'm going to get a few comments here and there. So let's go ahead and start with the EZA listing here. And I kind of gave a bronze, silver, and gold medal, and I try to do my best to just highlight one unit. But the bronze position, I always have 3 there, and I might have a few more on the silver and the gold side of things. It was just hard for me to decide, right? It's really hard to make a full listing, especially with the amount of units that are on Dokkan right now. So let's go ahead and look at the EZAs here. So first and foremost, the 2 honorable mentions in the bronze category here is Super Gogeta and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. And you might be going, wait a minute, how is Super Gogeta on the lower part of the listing rather than like the gold medal, right? Because I think a lot of people think Super Gogeta is the best EZA. Yes, you can absolutely argue if that's the best EZA, but in my opinion, the most valuable, not so much. The reason why it's on the lower end of this listing is due to the fact of its usability. You really are only using on 2 categories, right? It's movie heroes and fusion. So that really hinders the value of this unit. So if you don't have Gogeta Blue or you don't have LR Gogeta, you're really not using this unit. But if you do have those 2 units, it becomes very valuable as a linking partner and really beefing up that team. But when it comes to just overall flexibility and limitations, just having those 2 categories, it doesn't do its favor being one of the most valuable units. So, but hey, you know what? That passive skill, incredible, does an incredible amount of damage. The leader skill is pretty good as well because it's all types, Ki +3, HP and attack defense 77% across the board. So all in all, could I move them to silver's position? Yes, but like I said, that flexibility, it's hard to say value when it comes to that. So the next unit is when you talk about great offense, that's Gogeta, but fantastic defense, that's Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Now this unit here, the funny thing about being able to use on multiple teams, yes, his categories are limited to like Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta's family, things of that nature, but you can actually use this unit on any team, literally, if you just use him as a tank. For example, a lot of people ask me, how was I able to do super class only EZA, or not EZA, I'm sorry, super class only SBR with representatives of Universe 7? Well, I use representatives of Universe 7. You have all the other type advantages except for strength. and I just threw in Vegeta on there. Didn't have the leader skill activated for him, and he was still tanking. It was incredible. So he is a very, very versatile and very valuable unit if you don't have a tank on your team. So free-to-play players out there, you know, defense is a premium, and defense is now more valuable now than it was in the previous versions of the game, with all these SBRs and things of that nature coming out. And he is absolutely a best in slot in Super Saiyan 3 if you're doing SBR runs. So so his value is really, really high in my opinion, and he is that, you know, honorable mention in that 3rd spot here. So coming in the full bronze medals position is Easy Boo. Now Easy Boo, you might go, wait a minute, I still think Gogeta is better and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is better. You're right when, like I said, it comes to, you know, best, right? Are they going to do more damage, things of that nature? Why Boo is the most valuable in my opinion is because he's best in slot for all his categories. Let me kind of open up his categories here. He has categories: Resurrected Warriors, Majin Buu Saga, Transformation Boost, and Artificial Life Forms. You kind of have to run this unit in all 4 of those categories. And the reason why you want to run him is because of his support passive. All allies key +2 HP and attack defense 50%, which is, you know, the highest boost that you can get when you're 80% or above when it comes to HP. Yes, it does have a limitation if your HP falls below 79%. But all in all, you can actually, very similarly to Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, you can run this on any team if you just want the passive, right? So if you're doing like a Dokkan event and things of that nature, you can run this unit, and it can do its duty as one of the best support units in the game and most versatile on there. So that's why I gave it the bronze spot when it comes to the value, because when it comes to those 4 categories, it is very valuable for those 4 categories. So anyway, so that's coming in at the bronze spot is the Easy Boo. So coming in at the silver medals, there's actually 2 units here, and that is going to be Easy Broly and Easy Future Trunks. Now let's talk about Broly first. Broly would probably be in the top spot if it wasn't for the same issue that Strength Gogeta has, is because this flexibility. He is only on 2 categories: movie bosses and Pure Saiyans, but his leader skill is fantastic. His leader skill is a category leader, and anytime you have a category leader skill and you're Easy A here, it's fantastic. And it's actually the Pure Saiyans key +3 HP and attack defense 120%. And if you guys know, Pure Saiyans is one of the best categories you can run in the game. It has the deepest bench, and if you don't have the Transforming Vegeta or Evolution Vegeta as a leader, you can grab this unit and then run that Vegeta as a friend and run a fantastic Pure Saiyans team. So it's a great unit. On top of that, his passive skill is pretty rocking. It provides a 20% increase to defense and to attack every time he attacks or receives damage, but it's a separate calculation. It's more like, I think they said it's more like, what, 32%. Let me find it here. Let me see. Here it is. So it's said here on the Dokkan Wiki, it's calculated separately, resulting in a 32% attack and defensive boost. So maximum at 206% if you get them all the way to the max there. So that's pretty beastly for a Easy A. So yeah, fantastic unit, but once again, very limited with the movie bosses and Pure Saiyans category, and that's unfortunate. Now let's go ahead and move on to the Future Trunks here. The Future Trunks is a very underutilized and underappreciated Easy A. This unit here is incredible. Very few units are out there that can actually do can support. This is a support unit, but actually can do some damage, right? And that's really the key thing with this unit here. On top of that, he's actually on 4 different categories, and in my opinion, all 4 categories, he is a best in slot. He's on Hybrid Saiyans, Future Saga, Time Travelers, and Vegeta's family. He will get a 5th category when Super Saiyan comes out on Global, but man, he provides +2 to key, attack and defense 30% for all allies, right? So that's a huge benefit. And if you're going to run Hybrid Saiyans, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Vegeta's Family, then more likely you are going to be running 2 Vegeta Family units, thus being able to get his secondary passive in here, attack and defense 70%. On a EZA. On top of that, his super attack also buffs. He raises his attack for all allies as well, 30%. Now his leader skill is pretty good as well. All types key +3, HP and attack defense 70%. So all around, just aces all around. Really great unit, and I think it's underutilized, and I think is one of the most valuable EZA units in the game, coming in at a silver spot there. So the number 1 spot is fairly easy to know, and that's the current brand new EZA unit, and that's Super Saiyan 2 Gohan here. The reason why he is the top most valuable at this point in time when it comes to EZA, his leader skill, fantastic. It's a category leader skill. It's key +3, HP and attack defense, 100% across the board for Kamehameha category. So if you did not pull LR AGL Gohan, you can run this unit here and then run the AGL Gohan as a friend and still have a fantastic Kamehameha team. So that's incredible there. His secondary leader skill, he has a secondary leader skill, is the exact same leader skill as Strength Gogeta. So that's another reason why this is more valuable than the Strength Gogeta when it comes to the leader skill there, because it has that massive category boost when it comes to leader skill there. On top of this, his passive and super attack is pretty awesome. His super attack is greatly raises his attack and causes immense damage to the enemy, which is a huge thing, huge plus. And then his passive skill is key +3, HP and attack defense 77%. But then you do have some limitation. You have to have a Super Saiyan Goku on the attacking turn to get additional 59%. But if you do, this unit just crushes, right? So another reason why this is in the higher echelon when it comes to value is that it's on 6 categories you can run. You can run it on Hyper Saiyans, Full Power, Goku's Family, Youth, Android Cell Saga, and Kamehameha. So when it comes to value, I think this one is on top right now. It is the new kid on the block. It is the fresh one right now, but being able to run on 6 different categories, amazing leader skill, and still a very good passive. Yeah, coming in at number 1 in the most valuable EZA in the global version of the game right now is the Super Saiyan 2 Strength Gohan. So that's the Extreme Z Awakening list there. Let's go ahead and move on to the t-urs. The t-urs, let's go ahead and jump into this here. t-urs a little bit probably more understanding, I guess, when it comes to the most valuable. So the 2 that jump out right here are, in my opinion, 2 very valuable units that has withstood the test of time, and that is Strength Rose and Tech Vegeta Blue. Now these units here are just amazing, right? When it comes to Rose, he is best in slot, I think, in all his categories, right? You have Realm of Gods, you have Patara, you have multiple uses on there, and then one of the hardest hitting units in the game, and he just gets stronger and stronger and stronger as the fight goes on, and that's Tech Vegeta Blue. Yeah, he's kind of glass cannon in the beginning, but once again, a very spectacular unit. So both of these, in my opinion, are just hugely valuable. It could be run on multiple teams on there. The leader skill is limited with that 120% needing to have that all types in a super or extreme category on there, but they're both passives are incredible. I think Rose is a little bit better when it comes to this passive, right, because it can boost up all extreme allies with the key, and when it comes to defense as well. So once again, defense is coming as a premium now, more valuable. So this is in the 3rd place bronze medal category there in Rose and Super Saiyan Blue, Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. So coming in the solid bronze spot is going to be AGL Gogeta, and that's a given. You're talking about a dual category leader in movie heroes and fusions. Unfortunately, the limitation once again on a Gogeta is that it's on movie heroes and fusion primarily, and that's a very similar category. And this one here is Gogeta Blue is on a few other categories. That's Transformation Boost. And what am I also missing? Transformation Boost, and I'm totally blanking out here. Let me look him up really quick. Where is he? transformation boost, movie heroes, Realm of Gods. Yeah, Realm of Gods. So Fusion, Realm of Gods, transformation boost, movie heroes. He's going to be on Super Saiyan when it comes out. So fantastic unit here. His passive skill is great. It's when he transforms, he becomes the beast, right? So we all know this is a fantastic unit, but it is on the bronze spot when it comes to most valuable, because I think the other two has more value when it comes to being able to use it on more categories and better running teams. So let's go ahead and move on to the silver spot. Silver spot's only one, so this is going to be a lot shorter than the Easy A descriptions here, and that is going to be the full power Broly. Reason why full power Broly is above the Gogeta is the value when it comes to World Tournament. And it's a huge value when it comes to World Tournament, because if you can run or have this unit on here, you're going to be running probably the easiest way to complete World Tournaments using movie bosses in full power, boosting up that strength. LR Broly, the king of World Tournaments. So, but he can also be run on multiple different categories, of course. I think with him being able to run on more, and then the leader skill having movie bosses and full power, I think that is beneficial due to the fact that full power is a lot more different than Fusion and movie heroes, where movie heroes and Fusion are very similar to each other. So passive skill is fantastic, of course, once it transforms, and it does have a quicker transformation than Gogeta Blue, but the categories it can run is movie bosses, Pure Saiyans, full power transformation boost, and just like the Gogeta, actually they're both the same, four categories, but so the trump card is World Tournament for this unit over Gogeta Blue, so that's why I have them on the silver spot there. So, and coming in at number one, probably no surprise, because I already talked about the category, the depth, and how great it is Evolution Vegeta and Pure Saiyan's category leader, Transforming Vegeta. These two units are, in my opinion, the most valuable, because I think Pure Saiyan's category is one of the most valuable categories you can run, and then both of these units can be on, let's count them up, quite a bit of categories. Let's see here. Let's go over here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 for transformation Vegeta. So that is a Realm of Gods, Pure Saiyans, full power, transformation boost, Vegeta's family, siblings bond, and then in the future you'll have Super Saiyan and Rivals be on this one. And then for Evolution Vegeta, you have Universal Survival Saga, Realm of Gods, Pure Saiyans, full power, Representative of Universe 7, transformation boost, Vegeta's family, sibling bonds, and then in the future we'll have Rivals. So yeah, when it comes to value, these two units, if you don't have them, you are missing out, because once again, they can run on so many different teams. They're top tier units, and both their leader skills are incredible, being able to run Pure Saiyans, or being the leader of Pure Saiyans category. Now it's a little bit devalued, because you can run the Easy A Broly as a leader, but you're only running that at 120%. So if you want more defense, you want to use the Evolution Vegeta. If you want just kind of overall 150%, you do want to run the Transformation Vegeta on there. But I think, in my opinion, the two most valuable TURs in the global version of the game is Transformation Vegeta or Evolution Vegeta, if you're running Pure Saiyan. So it's a lot of categories they both run on. So anyway, with that, let's go ahead and now move on to the LRs. The LRs will finalize this video here. So LRs, so coming in the kind of honorable mention third spot here is the Transformation Cell, or sorry, LR 30% Cell, transforming, and then LR Gopunks. The reason why both of these are right here, LR Gopunks, if you can get this unit early, and if you just run free to play from there on out, you can just dominate the game. This is very free to play friendly team, and he is a +4 to ki, just like the Cell here, LR 30% Cell. Unfortunately, it is very limited as Gopunks, right? Gopunks is only on 2 categories, in Seekers of Dragon Ball and then the youth category, but it is a 170% +4 to ki across the board for Seekers of Dragon Ball. So I think that is very valuable, because it's such a free-to-play friendly team that you can run that's why I put him on the third spot there. The Cell, once again, is a +4, and he's on a bunch of different categories, right? So let's go ahead and look at the categories here. If I can find him. Maybe I can't find him here. Here it is right there. So he is on a ton. Of course, the Android Cell Saga is what he is the leader for, but he's on Resurrected Warriors, he's on Full Power, he's on Androids, he's on Transformation Boost, he's on Time Travelers, Artificial Life Forms, and Kamehameha. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 categories, and he's a good unit, right? We all have already said that it is underwhelming, things of that nature, and that's why he's not maybe on the number 1 spot, but I have to give him a honorable mention on the 3 spot there. So coming in at the honorable mentions is LR GoPunks and LR 30% Cell. So let's go ahead and move on to the solid bronze, number 3 in most valuable here, and that is the last year's $250 million celebration LR. This unit is just, LR Friku is just a beast, right? We know that, and yes, he's somewhat limited, but his leader skill is 177% across the board, right? No other leader skill is higher than that, so you got to give him kudos for that top tier there. But really on top of that, he's on, you know, a lot of categories you can run, and he can just wipe a lot of people out. He can run on Universal Survival Saga, Full Power, Representative Universe 7, and Join Forces. So yeah, it's only 4, but man, we all know he's one of the hardest hitting LRs in the game, and still is running strong after a full year of being released. So with that, I think a very, very strong position here as I would say right now the most valuable non-Dokkan Fest exclusive LR at this point in time. So of course we got the old LRKC, LR Kellen Khalifa, coming out in the future, and that will change the value listing of all this, but it's not out yet, so this is what the current list is going to be. So coming in number 2 spot is the brand new AGL Gohan, LR Gohan here. He is really, really good. Once again, that flexibility in being able to run on multiple different teams is really why he's on the number 2 spot. He is the Kamehameha leader, and Kamehameha runs the best standalone team out there, and that's the LR Dokkan Festival exclusive team. And Kamehameha Ki +3, HP 130, attack and defense 170, has a great secondary leader skill and super AGL, HP and attack defense 120% across the board. But he is a defensive juggernaut, and then of course when he transforms, if you can get him to transform, can do quite a bit of damage. But you don't even need his transformation; he just is that good. And like I said, a very, very good defensive unit and a good offensive unit as well. So his categories, this is the reason why he's on the number 2 spot here, is he's on Hybrid Saiyans, he's on Full Power, he's on Transformation Boost, Goku's Family, Youth, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan's not out yet, and Cell Saga, and then Kamehameha. So if you count that up, it's besides the Super Saiyan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 categories. Overall, he's still better than LR 30% Cell, and even though he's running on 8 categories, these 7, he is very, very good on them. So yeah, coming in the silver spot here is the AGL, the brand new AGL LR Super Saiyan Gohan. So now let's go ahead in the number 1 spot, and for those who know me very well, this is undoubtedly not a surprise. In my opinion, this is the best unit on global right now, and that is LR Gobros. LR Gobros is a beast. All right, I kind of downplay his leader skill, and I really just need to make sure that you guys understand he is the only dual category LR that has a 70% to attack, right? He has +4 to Ki for Siblings Bond, right? 170% to attack, HP and attack defense. HP and defense 150% for Siblings Bond, and he has a secondary leader skill of Goku's Family, which is LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku's main leader skill, and it's Ki +3, attack is 170%. Yeah, the HP and defense are 20% lower, but that is a ridiculous leader skill. It's, in my opinion, the best leader skill in the game overall. Because LR Friku, it's 177 across the board, but his secondary leader skill is nowhere as good as this secondary leader skill. So, and the rest, of course, super attack is fantastic. Passive skill, he just gets stronger and stronger. More times he attacks, he maxes out with an incredible, let's see, it's calculated separately, so it's a total of 216% after 10 attacks. So that's incredible there. And he's on a tremendous amount of categories. He's on Hybrid Saiyans, he's on Majin Buu, he's on Full Power, he's on Joint Forces, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, Siblings Bond, Super Saiyan's gonna be coming later, and Kamehameha. So right there, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams that he can run on, and he will be growing to 9 teams on the category. It's not even close. It's not even close. And even in my opinion, I've said this on streams, and I'll say this here again. I think when Kela Caulifla comes out, I still think LR Gobros is still a overall better unit because of that leader skill and because you can run this unit on so many categories. So that's why that's my opinion, of course. A lot of you would probably disagree with that, but yeah, number one, no doubt about it, the most valuable unit in the game is LR Gobros at this point in time. So with that, that is just kind of this real breakdown. I just want to do something a little different, not doing the best teams, just doing like a little MVP action here, most valuable units in the game, on the global version of the game at this point in time. Agree, disagree with me? I'm sure I'm going to get some comments below. Let me know what you guys think. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And thank you guys for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we'll catch you next time. Later.